Welcome to the HP Online Teaching Assistant, an initiative of HP Education. Today we will explain how to get organized with Google Drive. In today's session, we'll look at how we can organize Google Drive using folders as teachers and the different sections into which Google Drive is divided. As for today's objectives, we have getting to know the Google Drive interface, organize our documents and folders, and differentiate what our unit is from those documents shared with us and where we collaborate and share with other teachers or students. The first thing we need to know is what Google Drive is. Google Drive is an application of G Suite that allows us to save and store all kinds of files. In addition, we will be able to access them wherever and whenever we want, as we will only need an internet-connected device for this. What are the advantages of Google Drive? As teachers, we'll keep our files updated so we can make modifications and always access the latest version of the edition. We can also share and collaborate on the same document with other teachers or students. Save space. We can view files on any device from Drive without having to download them. And it offers us many ways to view, search, and sort the files we have, so we can quickly find what we're looking for. Now let's go straight to the training. I have Google Chrome open and I'm already registered for my account. So, to search Google Drive, I just have to click on the 9 dots where all the Google apps are located, and we're looking for Drive. Once Google Drive is open, in the left panel, we see the New button. From it, you can create a new folder, upload a file or a folder from your computer, or create a new document from other G Suite applications, Docs, Sheets, Slides, Forms, Jamboard, etc. Next, we have the following tabs. Priority. Here, we can keep our most important files. Google uses artificial intelligence to identify those documents most relevant to you. My Drive. Here, we have all our folders and files stored. As teachers, every time we create a class in Google Classroom, a folder of the created class will appear inside this folder called Classroom. From this account, I only have these 2 classes created. Share with me. Here are all the files that other people have shared with us. Recent shows you the last files you worked on so you can quickly jump back in. You can also set up Google Drive on your devices so you can have easy access to your files. Down here, you can download Google Drive for desktop. Once installed, the Google Drive folder in your computer looks like any other folder on your hard drive. Today, I'll focus on how to organize our Google Drive. For this, I need to upload a series of files, which are the ones you see here in the Files section. Remember, to upload a file, just go to the button New, then File Upload, and from there, you can access all the files you have on your computer and wish to upload to Google Drive. Once we have the files here, we'll organize them. The first thing I'll do is create the folders that I'll use to organize my files, which in this case are related to the area of mathematics and biology. Then click on New, Folder, and here we type the name of my folder, Math, and create. Once created, I can drag the math-related files to my new folder, like so. Another way to do it is by clicking on the file we want to organize. As you can see, a series of options will appear here. You can also access them by right-clicking on the file. The eye serves to give us a preview of the document. This is to open it in the corresponding application. Google always suggests what tool. In the case of a PDF, notice that it suggests more applications to open it: Google Docs, Lumen PDF, or DocHub. We have the option to share this file with others. We can input the emails here and define the permission that we want to give to them, as viewer, commenter, or editor. Or we can also get the shareable link to access the file. From here, we define the permissions, whether we want to restrict it to only those people we add to the document, or people within our organization, or anyone within or outside our organization that receives the link. In the same way, we can define the role we want them to have and copy the link. Also from here, I can access the link to share with others. Then we have the option of Add a Workspace. Workspaces are private places to organize your files, more powerful than traditional folders. Then we have the Move To option, which also serves to send our files to a folder. Even from here, we can create new folders. I'm going to do it with this file about biology. Click on the New Folder icon, write the name Biology, and that's it. Now I simply drag the files related to this subject, and everything is saved in folders, and it will be easier for me to locate the contents of one subject or another. As you can see, if I go into the Math folder, I'll find the files for this subject. If I have a file in this folder that I want to include in my first grade Math Google Classroom, I can right-click on the document, Move to, select my Math class, and click Move Here. I could do the same with the entire folder. When you do it with the entire folder, if you go to the left panel and click on the arrow My Drive, you will see that inside Classroom and in my first grade math class, the folder already appears. In it are all the files I passed to it a while ago. So now I'm going to share a document that is in the Biology folder. Right-click on the document, Share, write the email address, and Send. Now I'm going to go to the email where I sent the file. And as you can see here, I have the option to open it. It opens up Google Docs, and I can see what has been sent to me. In this case, since I have editing privileges, I can start contributing. This way, we would be working collaboratively on the same document. Now, if I go to Google Drive from this account, the question would be where to find this document. Remember that the files shared with us can be found in the Shared with Me tab. That means that I don't need to search for this document from my mail again, but can do it directly in my Google Drive. Finally, I want to get back to the topic of workspaces mentioned a while ago. They are spaces where you can search for and classify the files you use most frequently on a day-to-day basis. For example, grouping things together by content area. These files could be from my drive, shared drives, or shared with me. One interesting thing is that when those files have served their purpose, you can hide the workspace so you don't get distracted by it. You can find your workspaces in the Priority tab. We're going to create one. For that, I'm going to go to the Math folder and select this document on fractions. Right-click and Add to Workspace. In this case, since I haven't created any, I click on the option Create to Workspace. I type in the name Math Class and create. Now I go to the Priority tab, and as you can see, here's the workspace I created. And inside it is the fractions file. You could have multiple workspaces, one for each class or projects you're working on. All the files in Priority are links to the original files stored in Drive, which will simply save you time searching or clicking through folders to find them. And that's everything about how to organize your content in Google Drive. Thank you for watching this video offered by HP Online Teaching Assistant, an initiative of HP Education.